So I'm with Pascal from Aaton Digital. I have to declare an interest at this point because in the last year I've become a very happy X3 owner.
Okay.
I've been watching this machine obviously for a couple of years now, and I think the amount of development and change has been incredible.
Yes, we continue. You know, the philosophy of Aaton is to provide an equipment, but also to provide software updates, bringing new features, new things, and all these features very often comes from the feedback from the user. They tell, oh, it would be a good idea to introduce that things or that things, and it's like that. The process of the software is moving forward and forward. And of course, we have also our stuff to introduce, and it's also included into these new versions.
And I know that the software in the last year has changed a lot, so... Yes,
so to give you an idea, we delivered about one software every 6 or 8 weeks. One fully tested software every 6 or 8 weeks. So every two months you have a new software.
It's been an incredible work rate. Tell us some of the things that have changed since last year.
So the things that have changed, first we reintroduced things that was into the original X1, X2. They were missing at the very start of the X3, like the idle backup, the capability of the system to record in background. For example, when you are in a situation with a slow SD card, or if you don't want to record multiple media during the real shoot and just record on SSD, at the end of the record on the SSD, automatically the system creates the media, the SD card. You have the choice, and this capability was really good. For example, if the capability of the card is not, if the card is not fast enough to record the 24 tracks, it can be a solution to deliver an SD card at the end of the day. Another thing is all the capability regarding the save and restore setup. Now with this equipment you can make take a picture of all your configurations. You can move to another equipment and restore your configuration, or it can be also used to create multiple complex situations, and you can switch on one equipment between one situation and on another situation. And it's also very important for the rental house because, you know, people love their equipment, they build their configuration, and it's very nice for people coming back 2 months or 3 months later. They rent another car and they find it exactly like it was before, and it's really nice for the user.
And you've done a whole bunch of little tweaks, haven't you? Things like track name auto-completion.
Yes, regarding the interface, we introduced for the track names now there is a completion list, an auto-completion list, meaning that all the track names you key in are stored. You have a list, and automatically, if you type the first letter, you find back all the Paul, Pierre, Peter, and also it's very efficient. If you are at the shoulder, it's very efficient to change the track name.
And the meter scales have changed?
Yes, we work again on the meter. We change the meter scale. Now you have 2 meter scale to cover the people. Some people like to have more precision in some area of the scale. And we also introduce a lot of background information. Just reading your meter, you do not have only the metering. You also have an overview of all your inputs, where your filters are engaged, where your EQ is on, where your EQ is off, how is pan pot, how is the pan pot of this track into your mixdown. So just looking your meter screen, you have an overview of your configuration, and I think it's very efficient to prevent some mistake. Even if
I've loved that stuff.
It's very easy to forget a filter that you switch on a particular take, and 10 take later you remember, oh, I forget to remove this filter. was a strong filter.
So as I load new software versions, I keep finding new little indicators in the
Yes.
screen. I think, oh, what's this? Oh, it tells me that I have a filter in or I have a limiter in.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Thank
That's
you.
really good stuff. And then you've done a couple of things like low power mode.
Yes, we work again on the power. At the very start, we tell that we have capability to switch off, switch on some part of the electronics, and we develop a very low power mode in stop. The system switch off the screen, switch off every part of the electronics, but is still ready to start. So if you go, you can go directly to record, and the system automatically wakes up, and it saves a lot of energy. For example, in this mode, you can reach 6 hours of
Running time.
Yes, you can stay 6 hours without a problem.
That's amazing. I really like that. And you did some quick access for input and output.
Yes, regarding the correlation, you have now a quick access to a double solo. You can have a solo on one here, and you can pressing the second button, you have a solo on the second here, and you see that now a new things, which is a phase correlator. I know that all people are not using phase correlator, but you can access with these two double solo to a phase correlation. You can keep it at the top of the screen. Some people like to have this information when you are in a situation where you do not understand maybe what is going on this situation. Maybe the phase correlator can be an help for you to find the problem.
And very useful if you've got lav mics from different manufacturers and some are out of phase with the other. That's really useful. And I know that there's, I just discovered that all these X3s came with a web server inside.
Yes, this is the preview for the IBC. This is a new capability. This is the Wi-Fi capability that has been activated for this version on IBC. So now on the Kantar itself, you have a web server, and into your browser, into your favorite browser, into your favorite device. It can be Android, it can be Windows, it can be iOS. You go into your browser, you connect to the Kantar, and you have a web app in your browser that allows you to have interaction, to have control of your metadata of the Kantar. It's not completely finished, but now it's on, and you can also have that at the same time on a computer. So, for example, in this example, I'll use Ethernet and also Wi-Fi, and we can broadcast the web app on several devices.
That's amazing. I can even see that the Wi-Fi is struggling in this terrible Wi-Fi environment of an exhibition.
It's a terrible environment today. It's working, but it's very slow because of the terrible environment.
You're not the only people we've seen who've got a piece of wire connecting their web interface.
The idea of this web app interface is to provide a solution for the report, for managing your report, for managing your scene take information, and you have an overview of all your last take. You can browse and you can go to your day, through your day, regarding your metadata. I think doing that on an extra device makes sense. Even if the screen is a wide screen, is a large screen, it's nice to have a larger screen to browse the metadata.
It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with your work rates. I'm really impressed with the product.
Thank you. I'm not alone. It's a team, and everything.
Again, I express my interest in the product. I put my money on the table. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.